Welcome to this episode of Through My Teeth. I have the coolest white boy I know, Sammy. Do you want to introduce yourself?
What's up? I'm Sam.
Yeah, what is it that you do?
I make music.
What kind of music do you make? What are you making right now?
Right now, I'm working on a hardware techno project on an Electribe EMX1 and an Electribe 2, which are old drum machines.
Okay.
But I have a power grind band, and I have a hardcore punk band, and I have a couple other projects that are in the works. How did you
start your band? How did you meet these people? Or
well, my best friend Gavin, who I'm in pretty much every band with, him and I he's the reason that I got into making music. Yeah, I met him from skateboarding years ago, probably 2018, 2019.
Okay.
And we started making beats on our phone, GarageBand.
Hell yeah.
And FL Studio Mobile on our phones. And he got me kind of into heavier band music. Wasn't listening to super heavy music until I met Gavin. And then him and I were making beats, and then he wanted to start a band that I would do vocals in, because at the time I didn't play guitar or anything.
Do you sing?
No, I was prepared to scream.
Can you scream for us?
I don't know. I feel
No, yeah, I love that. You're an only child, yes?
Yeah, only child.
Okay,
only child.
You give only child energy a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So were your parents a big influence a little bit in music, or
no, I wouldn't.
What kind of music did you
really
listen to as a child?
My mom listens to a lot of Canned Heat and Van Morrison and soft kind of guitar music. I think my mom was big on acoustic guitar, and I played a little bit of guitar growing up, but never anything more than the basic chords.
Okay.
I never was a guitar player until I wanted to make a band.
Okay.
Yeah.
How hard was it to learn, or what did you just kind of, because you kind of played it as a kid?
Yeah, guitar kind of sucks to learn. It's definitely got a huge learning curve.
Yeah, it hurts my fingers.
It does hurt your fingers, but that goes away if you persevere.
That's true.
And I think, I don't know, some people are I don't have a musical bone in my body, and I'm well, I think everybody does. I think anybody can play an instrument or learn something. It just takes the will, how bad you want to learn something.
And how do you convince yourself to keep going?
I don't know. I wanted to play guitar, so I just kept going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a big thing because of your friends, do you think? Did they definitely encourage?
I mean, my first real band was all with friends, and yeah, I mean, I think that was a big part of it. I think having a band with friends is what you should do. Trying to make a band with random people, strangers, I feel me personally, that wouldn't work, because when I'm at a band practice, or when I'm playing a show, we're all buddies, and it's just fun. It's not serious
work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't take it that seriously. I don't know.
When did you start performing shows, or playing at shows?
Our first I wrote this down, actually.
Yeah.
Our first show was June 4th
of
2021.
Oh hell yeah. Where was it?
It was at Gavin's house, which is House of Dead.
Oh, that's where that name comes from.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't think that it was called House of Dead yet, though. We just put the address on the flyer.
Fair.
And it was hardly a performance. We just played like beats that we had made on FL Studio, and I had like this thing. I just was like twisting knobs. That was like the most of a performance that I was doing. Was,
Okay,
like,
so you weren't playing guitar like you do now.
no,
Oh,
I wasn't.
okay.
We weren't even like performing live songs. It was literally like we were just playing like songs that we had made off our computer, and I had like some like effects on the board.
That's fucking cool though. Okay.
Yeah, it
and
was
then
fun.
Did it just kind of skyrocket after that?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, I feel like House of Dead definitely started as just like a thing for like our friends to come to, and it was kind of just like not really a party, but like just all of us like hanging out. And I think it kind of became more serious when we started having like people play that weren't our friends. Like we would invite like guests to play. And yeah, like Purity Filter and Vertigo Away are two people that I met from going to some raves like in Boulder. And they were like the first, I believe they were the first guests of like DJs or like techno artists that we had. And I feel like after that was when we were like, okay, like this isn't really like chill like friend show anymore.
Right.
Like
it's
this
a little
is
more
like we're
serious
like doing
now.
like
Right.
a DIY venue now.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And I don't know, it was kind of a slow transition, I would say, but yeah.
What do you enjoy most about being on stage, or like how did you have like stage fright at all? Has that ever been a thing for you?
Definitely, it is a thing for me.
Okay. Yeah, I
In a
remember when
big
I went to
way.
your show, you were like,
Yeah, I feel like with Pig Splitter, like my angry power violence grind band, like that one I
Power
don't really
violence.
get nervous for, because like I scream a bunch of bullshit, and like that one is like just strictly fun. Like Gavin and I kind of made that band almost not as a joke, but like that was kind of the connotation of the band originally, was like just like silly, absurd
what do you
music.
scream when you're like, what are you saying?
We have
Like,
we
is there
definitely
different,
have
like,
lyrics,
words?
but
Okay.
a lot of it is just like random screaming. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what do you just think about it like on the spot, or?
Actually, that is a good question, because if I'm having a bad day, the day that we're having a show, sometimes I'm screaming about like what I'm upset about.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
That's kind of a fun outlet for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's a big even like for the people in the crowd too.
Totally. Yeah, I
because
think-
like I was really scared at your show because
Yeah.
it's a lot of obviously like the moshing, or I mean it wasn't that many people, but regardless I was like, I'm gonna get punched. And
No, the
but
crowd killing is
I can see that like, okay, the people are here because they're letting out something, you know, and I could feel the energy in the room.
That's a big part of like the angry music for sure. And I feel like I'm not that angry of a person.
Because of it? Like you're not angry like it
I don't think that because of that. I feel like I'm just not really an angry person. But I think that that's a good outlet for me, whether it's like anger or stress or just like anything. I think that band specifically is like a good outlet.
Okay. How's that different from House of Dead?
Like the band?
Yeah. Like how do you like
House of Dead is stressful because it's like a work. It's like I'm working.
House,
and there's-
why is there like, are they not all your homies, or like what's the
I mean, like the people that come, it varies. Like during the like school year, like it's a lot of like CSU students.
Okay.
And like we do like 18 plus for the shows. But originally, like before Gavin and I were 18, we were just doing all ages shows. But I mean, that I'm really glad that didn't like get out of hand, because like I'm sure that there was like underage drinking and shit, and like that can get sketchy. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, now that we're like 18 plus, it's like less scary to do shows, because we wouldn't be liable for somebody like
Yeah.
being intoxicated.
Yeah, and you
or
guys do
something.
sober spaces, which
For
lame.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, playing the sober spaces is very chill, and I like playing sober spaces.
No, that's
'cause you
that's
don't have to
fair.
deal with like
Drunk idiots.
idiots,
I can't
yeah.
imagine being in that room if people were fucked up, if I'm
Yeah,
being honest. Like, it would
and
scare the shit out of me.
Totally. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely like drunk idiots that come to House of Dead. Like that happens. But
Where do you do like those venues? Is it usually here in Fort Collins?
yeah,
like, more
House of
often?
Dead is like a barn on Gavin's parents' property. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like this big room. I don't know. It used to be like a welder's house.
Okay.
There's like this welder guy that lived in there. Yeah.
And how'd you meet Gavin? Through
I met
the skate
Gavin
park?
from this like skateboarding summer camp that I went to.
Summer camp.
Yeah, it was like a
You're definitely an only child.
yeah, launch skate camp. Shout out Launch Skate Camp.
Hell yeah.
Changed my life.
That's very cool. Did you grow up in Colorado?
I did. I'm born and raised Fort Collins.
Ew.
Got to put the sound bite in for that one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. No, just kidding. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, coming in, I love that I can see the mountains. Like,
yeah,
coming in,
it's
very
pretty.
Here. Yeah,
I feel like I am definitely like kind of sick of it though.
Yeah. Would you move anywhere else? Like, would you move to Denver? Maybe.
No, I don't think I would move to Denver because I'm close enough to Denver that I can go whenever I want.
Fair. I mean, an hour away. Sure, that's close enough.
Yeah, and the difference between gas and rent of living here compared to Denver.
That's fair. I don't blame you for that.
It's worth it to just drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know a lot of people in Denver?
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I have a lot of friends just from music in Denver. Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. I think I would hate to live in Fort Collins, only because it kind of stinks out here. Do you realize
Like
that at all?
the smell?
Yeah. No?
Or
is that more of a Greeley thing? Do you get
more
the
of
whiff?
A Greeley thing.
But do you get the whiff at all?
We get it on occasion, yeah.
Okay.
We get the Greeley wind occasionally.
Greeley wind, okay. But yeah, fuck Greeley. Fuck
Greeley.
Fort Collins.
Fuck Fort Collins.
Have you always known that you were gonna make music?
No. Had no idea.
Okay, so what were you like what was your like little niche when you were a child?
Art for sure. Like
Okay.
I was like big on like street art and like graffiti throughout high school. And I don't know, I like wanted to go to art school, which I did do briefly.
Okay.
But
Is
I think
CSU,
music definitely
do they have
took
like an
over.
art program or
they
what?
They do. They have a great art program actually.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the art program at CSU and I liked all of my professors, but I struggled with my non-art classes.
That's completely fair. Yeah.
And like finishing high school during COVID, like
he's 20.
I did not pay attention for the last 2 years of high school.
Oh yeah. How'd you even get into CSU?
3.0.
Yo, CB student. Love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fucking cool.
Yep.
I like that a lot. I think that if I would have gone back to college, I would have gone for like writing as well. I feel like you should have just gone. I mean, it's hard to take a math class when you don't give a fuck about like where it's like I'm only here for the art.
Totally.
You know.
I think math was a big part of it, and like I kind of was bad about like reaching the deadline for when you're supposed to like submit your schedule and shit. So I'd get like the worst classes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And they're all like far apart on campus, so I'd be like late to like half of my classes every day. And it was just like it was a shit show. I feel like self-sabotage is like a thing that I need to work on. I feel like I've always kind of done that. I just like hold off on things and then it stabs me in the back. Yeah.
That's okay.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Like
I thought I was gonna burp. Scream for us one more time. Does that hurt your throat? Like, are you worried about like being old and like not having vocal cords?
That actually has been a thing recently in my mind because I've been wanting to like sing.
Yeah, can you sing?
I'm like, not right now. I'm not gonna sing, but like,
why? You're like kind of like giving.
I've never sang for anybody before. And this will not be the first time.
Well, there's 10 million people watching right now. Like
the 10 million people will not get to hear me sing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So you do want to get into singing then?
I mean, I think I want to like make bedroom singing music, but I think I would have a hard time singing in front of people.
Okay, that's fair.
I think that's something that kind of baffles me with like performance, like when it comes to like bands and shit. Like screaming like an idiot is super easy. Like I can just yell like hot dog and like people mosh. Like,
right.
But when you're singing, like people aren't moshing. Like the energy is all from the stage and like
well,
from
maybe
the
people don't have to
performers.
like mosh. Maybe people
Right.
have to be
like
like
dancing and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
like-
But I feel like it's like more of like a dynamic between like the crowd and the performers when it's like
okay.
I feel like when there's like singing and more like melodic music, it's way more intimate with the band playing. And I feel like that would really make me nervous, like
Okay.
having to like sing to like people that are like really attentive on like
Yeah,
me being on the stage
that's
rather
fair.
than like because like at the hardcore shows, like half of the people are like looking in the crowd because they're like, oh shit, like
Right. They're not
Yeah.
looking at you on stage.
yeah, most of the people aren't even like looking at me, so I'm not even like worried about what I look like or like what I'm doing.
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
Do you have any like rituals before you go on stage? Anything to like calm your nerves?
Well, one of my good friends, Asa, taught me that it's good luck to go to the bathroom before your set, which is also true. So I always try to go to the bathroom before I play. But I feel like that's not really a ritual. Maybe like smoke a cigarette and go to the bathroom.
Okay. Right. I love that.
Yeah, that helps before the set.
So for the art that you used to make, is it kind of different than the one that you make now? Like for
Yeah, I feel like I've
because you make a
kind
lot
of-
of posters.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've transitioned to like digital art for sure.
Okay,
Like,
that
I
was
can't
one of my
remember
questions.
The last time I've like drawn, but I was like big on like mixed media and like I loved like colored pencils and stuff. I should like draw more. I don't know. Yeah, I miss it for sure.
Do you ever get nervous about like who's possibly like in the crowd?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm playing with a band that I like and they're like standing by the stage, that scares me. Like I've definitely played with some bands out of town that I'm like not even necessarily like huge bands or anything, but like people that I just like look up to and like are great musicians to me, and I feel like that makes me nervous, like more so than like I don't know, like having any random person watch me play is like fine, but like having a musician that I like look up to watch me play is definitely a little nerve-wracking.
Do your parents ever come to your shows?
They came to a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they
But
approve? Do
not
they like?
really. I don't think that my mom really likes my music, but that's okay because she's very supportive.
Love.
But she doesn't like techno music. She
Okay.
thinks it sounds very artificial. She's like, why is it? It's like robot music. And I'm like, yeah, it is robot music. And she doesn't really like angry music, but I don't know. I have like a shoegaze band that's like inactive right now. My mom liked that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has your Spotify always revolved around your bands, or have you ever like posted like your own beats or anything like that?
I have like a Spotify account that has like my old music. That has like weird.
What was it? What name did you go by? Sammy Emmy?
I used to go by YWUNP.
YWUMP.
Yeah, because I
What
like,
the hell does that stand for?
yo, what's up now, partner?
Okay.
I'm glad I changed my name because that was a dumbass name. But yeah, I used to make like funk music, like PHONK, which is like dorky, like Discord
Okay.
rap music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to listen to some of that.
yeah.
I want you to play some for me.
Right now.
No, no.
was like,
After is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did make a beat for me, and that was really cool.
I did
How
make
was
a beat for you.
how was that process? Like when I showed you like kind of or sent you like the inspo. How do you
I
like
fuck with Plantasia, so like I got
Yeah.
excited when that's what you sent me.
Oh hell yeah!
Um,
Did you know that he did the soundtrack for when the moon landing was being aired on TV?
what? No,
It's not
that's
that album,
insane.
obviously, but
Yeah.
his music was playing. I saw an interview
Yeah.
of his, and they're like, "Yeah, the whole world was watching it because it was live footage of like,
No,
the
that's
moon
insane.
landing." But we
Yeah.
were all watching because it was my dad's music being played on TV. Yeah, so he's
That's crazy.
he's very cool.
That's very cool.
So how do you like pull inspiration like that? Like how hard was that when you like made me?
I
that
mean,
beat?
it wasn't that hard because I totally just bit the song that you
a
sent
little
me.
bit. Yeah,
totally.
which is great.
Yeah, I mean,
You made it your own.
I will say, if you're a musician and you act like you don't steal shit, you're a fucking liar.
Correct.
Because art is about stealing in a good way. Gotta steal in a good way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad that wasn't difficult for you.
Like, there's nobody making, well, actually, that's maybe not true, but there's nobody really making original music right now. Yeah, like, there's crazy weird shit out right now, for sure. Like, there's a lot of shit that I haven't heard before that's current, but, like, I don't know. I feel like most music right now is just, like, personal iterations of other music that you enjoy. Yeah. Which is how it should be.
I agree. I mean, music's been around for ever, like, longer than anybody's been alive, totally. So it wouldn't make sense for us not to use each other's work.
Right.
Yeah. Was there a time in your life that you, or not a time in your life, like, when did you have an aha moment? Did you have an aha moment when you were like, well, I'm actually really good at this thing that I do?
With music?
Yeah.
Maybe not an aha, well, kind of an aha moment. I guess, like, I kind of realized that I wanted to commit to it harder when I was, like, in my first year of college, and then, like, starting to, like, work full-time while doing, like, music and school. And I was like, shit, like, I'm gonna have to choose, like, school or music.
Where do you work?
And
sorry,
I work at this chicken place in town called Music City Hot Chicken.
Music City Hot Chicken? Okay.
Which I work with a lot of musicians.
That's so fucking cool.
I love that job. Yeah, it's a great job.
That is so funny. Yeah. Okay, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. But yeah, I couldn't do college and music at the same time while working. Mm-hmm. And my dumbass chose music. Because, like, follow your heart or whatever.
Yeah, what do you see for the future of your band? Do you ever do you want to continue the band, like, for years to come, or do you ever plan on being, like, a solo artist? Or?
I mean, Gavin, who is in most of my bands, is, like, my best friend, and I don't see him and I, like, honestly, I feel like him and I will, like, live in the same places. So, like, regardless of it being, like, the same bands I'm in, I think I will forever make music with him. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't really, like, anticipate a specific future for, like, any of my bands. I'm honestly baffled that, like, Pig Splitter has made it this far. Like,
how'd you come up with that name?
I got, like, a really gory Instagram reel of, like, a pig in, like,
Instagram reels.
Industrial. It was like an industrial, like, meat farm factory of, like, a pig getting cut in half. And
right.
Fuck the police. So I felt like that was, like, a good, like, mashup of like, things. Yeah.
I told you guys he was the coolest white boy I've ever met.
White boy of the month.
White boy. Yes, exactly.
Should I just yap?
Yeah, go ahead and yap.
Okay.
He's gonna, what did you say? Pay your dues or what?
I'm paying my dues because I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for, like, all of this shit.
We love.
Specifically, the Blue House in Boulder was, like, this weird little house DIY venue. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how we found it. I want to say, like, my friend's girlfriend saw, like, a TikTok of, like, a secret rave going on.
Okay.
And we attended it, and that's where I met Purity Filter and Vertigo Away. And I watched, like, Rabies XYZ play, and, like, I feel like that led me to, like, seeing a lot of, like, my favorite bands and, like, people that are now, like, my near and dear friends. Like, Smear Campaign was a band that was a huge influence on, like, Pig Splitter especially. And there's just, like, a lot of, like, great current bands in Denver that are awesome people, like The Clue, Asbestos, Yapper from Fort Collins, Sewer Slide, and my, like, favorite band ever from Denver, The Sanitizers, which is, like, the reason I wanted to, like, do angry music, because they're fucking awesome. Yeah.
What would you classify, like, happy music compared to angry music?
Do you have any? Because angry music makes me happy.
Ah.
Some of it. There's a lot of terrible angry music.
Yeah. It's a little scary. Were you scared at first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think adrenaline is a large part of, like, angry music. Mm-hmm. But I feel like eventually that fear turns into, like, adrenaline junkie fear. Yeah. I feel like that's a big part of it too. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not as afraid in, like, when there's like people like swinging around. Like I've gotten punched in the face a lot, which sucks. But like, I don't know, I'm having so much fun that it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't even hurt. Yeah. The adrenaline is pumping. It doesn't hurt.
If I'm not having fun, then it sucks though. If you get punched at a show that's ass, that sucks. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Wait, didn't you just release a song? I saw it
did.
when I was...
just dropped a song.
Yeah.
It's called Burnt Out.
I love that. Wait, I actually didn't listen to it. Should we play it? Or is it gonna scare the host?
No, I could play it on like on the machines after if you want, because I made it on the...
Oh yeah, that'd
machines.
be fucking cool. Okay, bet.
Cool.
Okay, we can do that. Hell yeah.
What are you gonna ask those?
Silly Sammy. I have a whole little. If your instruments could talk, what would they say about you?
Probably
you touch me too much.
No, they'd be like, "Can you like clean me or something?" Because one thing I don't do is clean guitar strings, which apparently you're supposed to do like frequently, but I've never once cleaned guitar strings. And I don't know, I kind of mistreat my guitars.
Which one were you playing with on stage?
I was playing the bass.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
And I've been beating up that bass for sure.
Oh,
Most
yeah,
of my
she does look kind of
guitars
beat up.
are like scratched and dinged up, and I will never be able to sell them. But that's fine. Just rock them till they're done.
Exactly. What is the hardest substance you've ever taken? And what was your experience?
All right, well, I guess I can't send this to my mom.
Okay. No, it's fine. We don't.
No, I can't answer that question.
No, I want you to send it to your mom.
I've never really done hard drugs. I've never done hard drugs, but I've had like some mushroom experiences that were very intense. Yeah, and my mom knows about that. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I've eaten too much mushrooms before and gotten scared for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's the worst.
I love it. It was awesome.
When was the last time you cried?
Damn. Probably not recent enough, honestly. I might be building it up right now.
So the next one's gonna be good, huh?
The next one's gonna be good. I don't know. I feel like I've been having a good time lately, so I haven't really been crying. But maybe like, I don't know, a couple months ago. Shitty day.
Right.
Yeah.
It feels great to cry.
Crying feels great.
I love it. I love crying. Sometimes I'll just like watch. Do you like not trigger yourself, but like, do you intentionally watch sad things so that you can cry, or no? Is that not like a shared experience?
No, I don't think intentionally. I think when I watch sad stuff, it makes me cry sometimes.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm never like, I'm putting this on to cry.
Okay, that's
because I feel like that's not like a satisfying cry. Like if I'm crying because like the movie is sad or something, it's not like, I feel like that's not like what I need. I feel like I need to cry about the me shit if I'm crying.
Yeah, but like sometimes it like gets the waterworks like going.
True.
You know? And then it's like I'm crying about one thing, and then now I'm like crying about everything.
I feel like that's happened before. Yeah,
exactly. If you could switch brains with anybody, who would it be, dead or alive?
Damn, that's a crazy question.
Maybe let's say for like a day. Doesn't have to be like forever.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little easier.
Switch brains?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't send you that question ahead of time.
It's okay. Switch brains.
It could be a fictional character, maybe.
Maybe just like somebody like really conservative to like figure out the logic of it.
I think you would probably just like be brain dead or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like see what it's like to be like narrow-minded.
Yeah. I
walk a mile in their shoes or something. I think that learning how other people think is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. To understand why they think that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be evil for a day.
Yeah.
To know why people are evil. I feel like that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
For sure.
Is there anything else that you want to hit on your little notepad over there?
Yeah, sure. Shout out Front Range Fury. This guy Miguel, who is actually my manager at the restaurant I work at, but that's entirely irrelevant.
At the musical chicken place?
Yeah. But he does like every year he does like a toy drive hardcore
cute.
show, and that's like one of the first hardcore shows that I was like really invested in. Yeah, and meeting him like gave me a ton of opportunities to play music, and yeah, he was a large part of like all of it. And also Adam, like from Convulse Records, puts on a lot of cool shit. And yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of friends that do like a lot of cool stuff for the community, and I really appreciate that. Like benefit gigs for Palestine and like the Care Clinic and Transcontinental Pipeline. Like a lot of cool shit for sure. Yeah. Denver is a hub of like a good community, and I'm lucky to be a Foco kid and be a part of it.
No, love that. I mean, I think that's also why I thought you were so cool, because I mean, I'm not really friends with white people too much, but but you were cool. You passed the test. Exactly. Okay, well, my sound engineer couldn't come today, so this is my sound engineer today, and he's gonna go bow, 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 bow.
We could put air horns on here.
Yeah,
I was thinking we could do like an auto-tune part. That could be the outro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want you to sing.
Thank you for watching the podcast. That part's about to be beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you, Sam, so much for being on here.
Thanks.
You're a star, and I appreciate you having me in your home.
Yeah,
like, this is very great. Yeah.
Thanks.
It was very cool. I met him through Instagram and then went to a show, and now we're here.
Fire. Yeah. I feel like we talked a lot about like bands, which like bands are a big part, but I feel like I'm just like a kid that like made beats, and now like I play in bands for some reason.
Yeah. Why are you so low? You're like getting progressively
I
lower.
Like, I told you that like eventually I would just like I would fall.
We're on like camping chairs.
And mine only has 2 legs.
Right.
But yeah, I'm normal again now.
Well, do you want to talk about your beats?
I mean, not really, but I feel like it was kind of important to clarify that, because I feel like I'm kind of a shitty guitarist. I'm not like crazy
you were like
at guitar. I mean, yeah. I definitely I feel like I'm pretty like locked in now with like my current bands, but like by no means am I like a good bassist. Like,
okay.
But I play bass like a guitar, and it's fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do you think your strong suit is like the beat making?
Yeah, I feel like my strong suit is definitely like the computer side of like making music. Like, yeah. I don't know. Writing guitar is kind of difficult for me because I know very little music theory. Yeah.
Wait,
and I'm kind of anti music theory, which is a bad thing.
When you were in school, you didn't study music? You did just art class?
No, I've never had any lessons or anything with music.
What?
Just like figure it out. Like YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think anybody can learn anything on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to do something, you're missing out, because look it up.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I have more fun with playing in bands because of the energy like side of it. But like I feel like my strong suit is like making digital music. Yeah.
Well, when you made me that beat, I was actually really impressed. I think that's also what really made me want to interview you, was because I mean, I don't really listen to like hardcore punk that you like make, so totally. Like, even though I think it's really cool and you're clearly very talented, or I think you're very talented, when you made me that beat, I was like, oh wait, he knows music for sure. Like it's like he does scream for us one more time.
I feel like I got switched up.
Say scream like, what made you angry today?
Oh my god, dude. I have a fucking headlight out and a taillight out. And I just paid $300 fucking dollars get my fucking new license plates for my fucking truck. And I played a show in Denver on Sunday and put my fucking bass amp in there and closed my tailgate. And now my tailgate...
Did you really?
Fucking open!
No, but it's fine. I don't know. That. My tailgate's stuck closed right now in my truck, and there's like my like big bass amp in there, just trapped.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but I'm having a great day.
yeah.
Yesterday was great. Fun March
Hell yeah.
is over. It's
Fun.
fucking April 5th.
April 5th. Hell yeah.
It's evil April now. Fun March is dead.
Oh no. If that was Fun March, I'm scared to see what April is. 'Cause
Fair enough, dude.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for your ears. And thank you, Sammy Yammy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry do you like that? I call you
That's
Sammy?
fine. I actually, my little cousins call me Sammy Yammy. So it's
Okay,
kind of,
cute.
it's
I call
endearing, yeah.
my brother's girlfriend's name is Sam, and I actually don't even call her Sammy Yammy to her face.
I think
Just
they actually
fine.
call me Sammy Whammy, but I'll take
Oh,
Sammy Yammy.
Sammy Whammy's
Yammy's
cuter. Oh,
fine. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let them have that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks so much. You want to sing us out? You want to sing?
We-